Hi, welcome to this short edition of Best Day Coaching. Life is hard when your heroes turn out to be human. For example, you might have wished your parents would backstop your pitch for success, but they fell off the pedestal. Or your manager calls a meeting in which you share your bold, beautiful new idea for the company or organization, and she fails to have your back when you're ridiculed. Or let's say your partner forgets your birthday, that one with a zero, the one you wanted to ignore, but you didn't want everybody else to forget either. In times like these, remember that relationships have both gifts and liabilities. For example, from time to time, you might see someone you once thought of as a close friend, but you drifted apart. Maybe the friendship dissolved in acrimony or distrust, or perhaps time constraints and distance interrupted communication, and you've both changed. You struggle with the awkward silence. One day you drive by a landmark where you used to hang out with a companion, and suddenly you feel intense loss or wistful longing as you grieve the friendship. They've moved on emotionally or geographically or both. But that reminder can also prompt you to remember the gifts in the relationship, that fun trip you took together, a principle you discovered in a conversation, or a movie you watched and discussed afterwards. Since you can't recover everything, set your mindset on the gifts. From time to time, I've wished someone had my back when I was under fire from critics or when I defend a point of view, yet someone else who holds that point of view privately doesn't speak up publicly. On the other hand, the gift is that we've encouraged each other in private conversation. Every relationship has its gifts. Don't dismiss them, and don't write off someone for having liabilities, unless, of course, they're abusive. That's a different story. But you and I have liabilities too. A wise truth from the Bible often comes to mind for me, and it says, "Make every effort to keep yourselves united in the Spirit, binding yourselves together with peace." And then it adds, "Get rid of all bitterness, rage, anger, harsh words, and slander, as well as all types of evil behavior. Instead, be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as God through Christ has forgiven you." That's always worth remembering when your brain wants to live in feelings of disappointment. Count the gifts you've received in the relationship instead. And hey, maybe someday you'll laugh together about it.